Motorbiking. Motorbiking. Motorbiking.
A part of the motorbiking community is our good friend John Abram, who joins us regularly to have a little bit of a chat and a catch up and to flag up anything that's happening in the world of motorbikes. And he's with us on the line. How are you, John?
Hiya, Gary. Fine, thanks, mate. And you?
Yeah, all well at this end, mate. Absolutely lovely at this end. And
Good.
You're going to talk to us a little bit. You want to remind people about a cracking event that myself and you and Gilly, John Gilmore, have been to in the past. An event that draws bikers from all over the country, including hundreds from Lancashire. Loads and loads of people hit the road from Lancashire and go down. Take it away, John.
Yeah, it's the International Classic Motorcycle Show this weekend at the Staffordshire County Showground. And as you well know, Gary, that is one fantastic show. And, you know, it brings all us bikers together there, and we're sort of all of a passion, and there's lots to see, lots of clubs there. If you've got a Triumph, there's a Triumph club there, BSA clubs, a lot of fabulous bikes on display for us to drool over, so to speak, and we can sort of relive our youth again, really, with looking at all these things, and then of course there's obviously the Bonham's auction that's got a fantastic eclectic mix again this year.
That is incredible. It's just like a forest of motorbikes. You walk in and there are all these bikes, and I'll tell you what, there's some money changes hands, isn't there, in that auction?
Millions of pounds.
Yeah.
Millions of pounds.
Yikes.
I mean, there's something for everybody, though, from the lowest budget to the highest budget. And it's like, if you're looking for a part for your motorcycle, that's the place to go, really, the Stafford, because the auto jumble there is fabulous. There's acres and acres of it to walk round and browse and peruse. And you can find anything from a nut and bolt from a 1905 Triumph right through to, some of the latest bikes, so you can find everything at all.
Incredible what you can find.
Up to and including a complete bike, so you can go for a look round and come home with another motorbike.
Well, there you go. I bet you've done that a time or two. I wouldn't be a bit surprised.
Yes.
I bet you have.
We have,
I'll tell you what surprised me.
Sorry,
I'm going to say, I'll tell you what really surprised me. The first time that we went, we did an outside broadcast from there. And we're thinking, okay, a lot of our listeners like motorcycles. When you used to come in on the afternoon programme, we get lots of calls, lots of people, born-again bikers, perhaps, who the kids have flown the nest, and all of a sudden, they've got a little bit of ready money about, and they can go back to the bikes, or lovely recollections of riding on the dad's bike, or, things like that. So I thought, well, this is brilliant, it'll interest people. But the amount of people that we met from Lancashire who made the journey down, sometimes from the top of the county, and made it down to Stafford, actually astonished me. I didn't realise there would be so many people from Lancashire making that trip. Did it surprise you, or were you sort of in on the secret?
Well, I mean, it's international, really. They come from everywhere, but there is an awful lot of Lancashire people seem to go there everywhere. You can hear our Lancashire accent all over the showground, really. And there's a lot of auto jumble traders from Lancashire that go there. It's a fantastic weekend, to be honest. I mean, it's set-up day tomorrow, as you know, and then Saturday and Sunday, there's everything there, even the Wall of Death's there again this year.
I was going to ask you about that, because one of the most amazing things I've ever seen is the Wall of Death. I've seen it on telly and always thought, is it a bit of trick photography? Is it, is it like a magic trick? It's not really happening or whatever. But we went into this room, this building, and there were this big sort of, we were stood on top of this, looking down into, for want of a better word, a big barrel, massive,
a large open beer barrel.
And these guys just come with the bikes and start riding up the side, defying gravity, and it's miraculous to say. I know the science behind it and everything, but when it's happening and the engines are revving and you're smelling the petrol, and it's incredible to see, isn't it?
Oh, it really is fantastic. And, it brings all us bikers together, shows like this, doesn't it? And, I mean, I sort of met a girl the other week, actually, at, you'll probably remember Two Strokes Racing.
Indeed.
Pete. Well, we had a sort of pre-season launch, and I met this girl there, India Hayes, who runs a bikers hangout hub, and it brings all sorts of bikers together. She's got an app that brings bikers together.
Bikers hangout hub.
Yeah, bikers hangout. They've got a Facebook page, and she's actually done an app as well, and it sort of promotes all sorts of motorcycle events and get-togethers, and it's a fantastic thing. I mean, any bikers out there need to have a little look at that and join in and join the community, so to speak, this programme's all about community, and the bikers are a community of their own, aren't they? It's incredible. Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
The camaraderie, because, you can easily strike a conversation up because you've got something in common, if you will.
Well, it is, yeah, and I mean, bikers will help bikers out. I mean, whatever the problem is. I mean, if you're riding a bike and you see a bike stopped at the side of the road, you'll stop and you say, "Are you in trouble? Do you need a hand?" Or and that's it. It's like a family, isn't it? Motorcycles,
It really strikes me that it is, because everybody's friendly. I don't think I've met a grumpy motorbiker or a naughty one. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely.
There's a few grumpy ones, But,
well, okay, but I've never met one. I have to say, I've never met one.
No, definitely not. No,
and the camaraderie between them as well. As I say, you're all good friends, and you go to these shows and you meet up, and it's like seeing old friends again. So, will you be there? Will you be popping down?
I will. I'm going tomorrow, actually. Tomorrow for set-up day and Saturday, and hopefully the Sunday as well. So. You sort of meet old friends again, from sort of... Because, of course, this is the first proper one since this COVID thing, I mean, they had one last year, but it was only very small. But I think this year now people are going to really attend this, So.
They've done well to keep it going, and I think people will support it because, as I say, having been a couple of times myself, it's a cracking show. It's a brilliant thing and of great interest to die-hard bikers and even people perhaps just getting into the scene and wanting to have a look at what's out there, because you can certainly find people to chat to get a bit of advice and a bit of, you can learn from other people's knowledge, mistakes, whatever you want to call it.
Everybody will help each other with motorbikes, there's no doubt about that. You'd rather help somebody.
And you're still popping along to Ghost Bikes? The Tuesday night meets are still on, aren't they?
Yeah, Tuesday night meets, they're getting bigger and better every Tuesday night, to be honest with you. And of course, now that the lighter nights are upon us, there's a lot more bikes out and about.
Yeah.
So, the car park's filling up more and more every Tuesday night.
I love that.
5 till 9.
You can just pull in for free and meet kindred spirits.
Pull in for free, meet, and I mean,
get a brew.
Get a brew, have a chat, have a bit of grub, have a good route round the shop, see if there's anything that takes your fancy,
Out that you need or out that you want and can justify buying.
No, it's fabulous. Yeah, we can't get enough of it, really.
That's good.
And I mean, all these sort of bike meets, they're all on this bikers hangout.
Yeah, that sounds like a good app to have. I suppose you get it from your app store, your normal place where you get your apps.
Store, and the other one for not the iPhones, the other.
Yeah, the Google Play Store as well if you're on the old Android phone.
Yeah, the
or
Android.
The App Store.
Yeah, it's all bikers hangout. So
just search for that.
Join us.
Nice and easy. Brilliant, John. Thanks for being with us, pal. Get busy, folks. Bikers Hangout. Have a look for that on the App Store. And if you go online, you can find directions to Stafford Showground. It's a brilliant showground. Very easy to get to as well. And it seems to me half of Lancashire were there when we went. Honestly, so many people make the trip down.
Motorbike